What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and we have the Hisui Cup live in Go Battle League, and today we have some battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community, Official Roger94. Shout out to this battler, Toxicroak, Shadow Glade, and Frostlass. Super strong Pokemon, and Shadow Glade, my goodness, you guys know I love it. It has great charge moves, and that Confusion Fast move as well is really strong in this meta. Let me know what you guys think about this team in these battles, and let's get right into it. Alright, getting into the first battle, we have Toxicroak on the lead versus Shiny Toxicroak. Mirror fight. Obviously, both of them are going to be doing super effective damage with Mud Bomb, so we'll have to see who has the higher attack or who's going to go for the extra fast attack instead of CMP tie. But it looks like Official Roger has the higher attack, so they're going to go ahead and both double shield right here. Now, a Confusion from a Glade will do like 60% HP, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just try to fast swap in and get that one Confusion off, but they're deciding to stay in, and the opponent did over tap right there, looking to get that extra fast move through and just avoid the CMP tie, as they will be able to get another one off. Now, they're deciding to let this go. Glade can come in and Confusion down. One Confusion, boom, takes down the Toxicroak. It's just too good. Now with Leaf Blade in close combat, it has great coverage on the meta, as we're going to see a Shadow Skuntank come in. This is resisted damage. That Confusion is resisted, and it still does an incredible amount of damage. Here comes the close combat. Going to be taking out the Skuntank. Boom! It goes down, and the final Pokemon is going to be Abomasnow. So that's going to be a good game, as Frostlass still has a shield and can do neutral damage with both Avalanche and Shadow Ball. This is just a smooth, strong, consistent team right here. And obviously, shield advantage is going to be very important, because Glade and Frostlass both do very well at sweeping teams when they do have that shield advantage and energy advantage if they can. Alright, so we got Toxicroak versus Drapion on the lead. Very positive lead right here for them. They're going to be putting a lot of pressure with the Mud Bomb the opponent, as well as not swapping out, so they might be extra weak in the back to the Toxicroak. There could be, I don't know, maybe Bastiodon, something like that, but let's see how they decide to handle it. We do see a swap out in the Cresselia, so the Frostlass is going to come in. Now, that was a really great swap by this battler. As you see, the Cresselia does have Confusion, so had a Confusion landed, that would have done an incredible amount of damage, but thankfully Frostlass right here with Shadow Ball can do super effective damage and take out the Cresselia. But Cresselia is chunking with Confusion right now. Frostlass is going to have to give up a shield, and it needs to try to land another Shadow Ball, get all those shields out of the way. But honestly, this Frostlass has to take out Cresselia. It can do so well against Glade and Toxicroak, so going for Avalanche here is actually the right call. They do get a second shield. It's going to be a race to the next charge move, and they decided to over farm right there. They're going to go ahead and shield. And let's see if they can get this Avalanche off. Switch clock is coming back up. They got to click right away. The opponent swaps in kind, and they bring in the Toxicroak right here to throw the Mud Bomb to one-shot it once again. Cresselia is still alive, so it's probably going to come in and Confusion down. Frostlass does have a Shadow Ball locked and loaded, though, and there is no shields left on the field. So it's all going to be about what is that final Pokemon in the back. We're going to see the Frostlass come in, go straight for the Shadow Ball, as it will one-shot, and now it's going to be Glade versus whatever is in the back. Mano y mano. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be a Bastiodon! Let's go! This is why Glade can be so deadly. You can core break, right? Confusion, and now close combat. You guys are going to see, if you haven't seen a close combat from a Glade, even normal Glade, it's so beautiful. Boom! One shots the Bastiodon, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Alright, moving into the next one, we have Toxicroak on the lead versus Shadow Drapion again. Hopefully I didn't double this episode, or the video. No, we see a swap out right away into Frostlass, and they're going to go ahead and come into the mirror right here. This is a very tough situation to be in, because both Pokemon have the ability to one-shot with Shadow Ball, so it's all about who's going to decide to shield. Now, that was a successful shield with Shadow Ball, and they can honestly just go for Avalanches here. This is resisted, but the fear of the one-shot is so prevalent, it will be forcing a shield. No, they decided to no-shield that. They can go ahead and go for a second one here, and this is going to definitely be getting a shield, otherwise they get that switch advantage back and maintain Toxicroak to the Shadow Drapion. So let's see if they decide to give up a second shield here. They are, so this is going to be a race to the next charge move, as they did go for double Shadow Ball. So all they need to do is actually just go for this Avalanche to force that final shield, and the opponent is going to have to shield if they want to take switch right here. But Toxicroak loading up on energy could be very deadly. Alright, so they do decide to shield. They're going to let their Frostlass go down now, as a Shadow Ball will be one-shotting it, but this is perfect range here for Toxicroak to load up, as Frostlass won't be able to get to another charge move because they didn't overload on energy. Even though counter is resisted, look at that. They're almost out of Sludge Bomb. Mud Bomb in a little bit. So let's see what decides to come in. It is going to be... Let's see if that Drapion comes back in. It's going to be a Lucario! Oh my goodness, the Shadow Drapion is going to get destroyed as well. So Toxicroak with Mud Bomb is going to be destroying the rest of this battle here, as it will be doing super effective damage to both Drapion and the Lucario. And that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Tough one right there for the opponent, as Toxicroak core broke that right there. And that is going to be a good game. So they do decide to surrender. Alright, getting the next one, we got Toxicroak on the lead versus Frostlass. Let's see if they decide to stay in Mud Bomb. Still doing neutral damage. Nope, they're going to go straight into the mirror right here. And we do see a Bastiodon is drawn out. This is really nice, as Toxicroak will be able to load up on energy. Now, they need to get 2 Shadow Balls off right here if they can. Hopefully, yeah, they should be able to just do as much neutral damage as possible. Now, this Bastiodon decided to throw energy. I was going to say, if it loads up on energy, it might be able to get to 2 flamethrowers, but no, Toxicroak now is in a beautiful position to load up on energy. So a slight mistake by the opponent, as they should have just straight farmed down, but now Toxicroak has a Mud Bomb ready. Frostlass will take neutral damage, and it decides to come in. So they're going to go ahead and go for the first one right here. Now we'll have to see if they decide to go into the Shadow Gallade, as Confusion will chunk that Frostlass. Nope, they're deciding to stay in. They're going to have to shield right here if they want to keep the Toxicroak alive. And this is going to be an interesting endgame, as they do lose shield advantage. They will be getting it back, though, here. They're going to decide to throw the Mud Bomb now. This is going to force that first shield. And do you swap into the Gallade right here? You know the Avalanche is coming. You might just let it go. You might let the Toxicroak go and let Gallade, yes, you let Gallade come in and farm down. 1 Confusion might be able to do it. Nope, 2. You'll be able to farm down. Final Pokemon. Oh, it's a Gastrodon! My goodness, they're going to be able to get to the double Leaf Blade, and that is going to be a good game, as they do, I think, delay CMP tie right there. They didn't have the energy, so they will be shielding the Body Slam. They do, yeah, they do have double Leaf Blade. Now, that extra Mud Slap that went through could be crucial right here, as they do get the shield, and they get the next Leaf Blade off. So now it's going to be Powder Snow versus Confusion. 1 Confusion, and I think 2 Powder Snows. Is going to be so close. Oh, 1 HP and a Dream on the Gallade. Incredibly close battle right there. Alright, we got Toxicroak versus Empoleon. Really positive lead right here. And let's see what the opponent decides to do. They're going to go ahead and come into the mirror. They came into Frostlass right away instead of farming down with Gallade, which is unfortunate, and they know it. So they're going to have to look to try to get shield advantage, because if they can get off an Avalanche right here and force the shield of Toxicroak, Gallade can come in and farm down, and Empoleon still doesn't want to see Gallade, right? So that Avalanche does get a shield. That's beautiful right here. They're not going to be able to get to a second one unless they decide to shield, which they are. Now, this is a troubling situation here for them. We don't know what that Pokemon in the back is going to be, but they might just be able to get to 2 Avalanches right here. It's going to be incredibly close, and they might have to give up their second shield if they want. Nope, Toxicroak goes down. So Empoleon's going to come in and farm down, getting off 2 waterfalls. Yeah, 2 waterfalls. They do get the Avalanche, though, so this is going to be heavily resisted, but any extra little chip damage is definitely going to be needed. Now, we do have the Toxicroak come in. There's 3, there's 4, or no, maybe 5. Okay, sorry, I miscounted there. They're going to have to shield if they want to keep Toxicroak alive, as we don't know what's in the back, but let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be Electrode right here, Hisui Electrode. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Mud Bomb shield bait, as Sludge Bomb will be doing a lot more damage right here. So let's see if they get the shield. They do. Can they get to the Sludge Bomb? I don't think they're going to get to the Sludge Bomb. They got to swap into the Shadow Gallade, and they do catch the charge move. Is this Wild Charge? It is a Wild Charge. Boom! Gallade goes down, but defenses are dropped, and they do get to the Sludge Bomb in time. And because of that grass typing there, this is going to be doing super effective damage. Boom! Right back. And that is going to be a good battle. Very well played right there. So a slight misclick. They still won. I think that Gallade, if it just came in and just confusion down, it would have absolutely destroyed that team. All right, good game. We got Frostlass on the lead again, so they're going to go ahead and swap straight out. The opponent is deciding to stay in on this one, looking to get a shield. That's really what they want to do, or just one shot with Shadow Ball. They're going to go ahead and shield. And they did go for the Shadow Ball, so they might be weak in the back to Frostlass, which means it's a tell that there's probably a Toxicroak back there, and something else that is going to be weak. It might be Lucario, it might be Gastrodon, it might be Gallade, but either way, they're staying in with Frostlass as they do have a better answer for Toxicroak, or no answer for Toxicroak in the back. So let's see. The opponent decided to go for 2 Shadow Balls right there, so they're already at a huge energy advantage right now, which is really nice when you're in the Frostlass mirror, as you'll be able to get to that next Shadow Ball. And it's going to be an Empoleon in the back. If they load up on energy, come in with Toxicroak. This is going to be an extremely close one. All shields are down, and this is dangerous territory. They had to save the energy there on Frostlass because it's the only thing that can one-shot the opponent Frostlass. But Empoleon was able to farm down. They got to come in with Gallade, but Empoleon is going to be able to get to another charge move in time. No! They get the Leaf Blade off. This is so crucial right here. We don't know what the final Pokemon is going to be, but my goodness, Frostlass has a Shadow Ball ready. Gallade is out of energy and low on HP. And it's going to be a Lucario, so confusions are chunking. The Lucario is going to have to throw. No, they CMP tie, and this power-up punch might just be enough damage here to take out the Gallade. Oh, and it is. That's so unfortunate. They're going to have to go for the Avalanche right here. It's going to be such a close race now between the opponent Frostlass. They're going to go ahead and land. Oh, it's going to be close. Get to that Shadow Ball, and they get to it in time. What a crucial battle right there. They did a great job overcharging with their energy to make sure, boom, they could get to the Shadow Ball on the back end. That's a huge play right there. Good job on them. All right, moving to the next one. We got Toxicroak on the lead versus Drifblim. Ooh, tough one. They're going to have to swap out right away, and we will see that Frostlass come in. They are doing super effective damage with Powder Snow, and this Drifblim does not like it. Now, I believe that was only 4 hexes, so it can only be an Icy Wind, and that will be resisted. Frostlass doesn't mind. We do see Empoleon come in. So we'll have to see what that final Pokemon is. My guess is it going to be Bastiodon. The Shadow Ball lands, though. That's a ton of neutral damage that they definitely need because they can threaten now with Shadow Ball. Well, they decided to go for Shadow Ball again. That's perfectly fine. They're only going to get one more charge move off, so might as well go for it to force that shield from the opponent, and they do get it. But Empoleon, loaded on energy, will be able to get a Drill Peck off. But Toxicroak, do you just come in with Gallade and just load up on energy? No, you're going to come in with Toxicroak right here. Maybe just let the charge move go through. Toxicroak, yeah, let it go through. Toxicroak has no play anymore, and if you're going to have play, it might as well be with Gallade with 2 shields and energy, which we do see the Drifblim come in. But those confusions, they're really adding up right here, and they do decide to go for the Leaf Blade now. I don't think this is going to be enough. It might just be enough damage. It's going to be close. It got it! Alright, it got it. Last Pokemon is going to be Lucario, so these confusions are definitely going to be able to take it right here. As long as they shield, this is going to be so close, though. Gallade is low. Lucario is still powerful. These counters are going to be adding up. Oh, they decided to go for the Leaf Blade now. This is going to be getting that final shield from the opponent. And remember, they still have their own Toxicroak as well, and they will be able to counter down. Oh, it's a tie! It was a tie. Both Pokemon went down. Alright, good game. We got Toxicroak now versus Gastrodon. This is a really rough lead right here. They got to swap into that Frostlass right away. Get ahead on energy. Opponent not swapping out. So it means they're going to try to go for the Earth Power, but they will be able to get this Avalanche off. Now, getting this Gastrodon off the field might give Toxicroak some good play in the end game. And the Avalanche does land right there. Now, is this going to be the Earth Power, or do you just let that predict the Body Slam? Yeah, just going to be Body Slam. That's going to be resisted. Doesn't do too much damage. We do see a Shadow Drape, or a normal Drapion come in with Bite. So I'm surprised they stayed in that long with Gastrodon. They should have just swapped out into Drapion right away, knowing they had Bite, as they will be able to come in with Toxicroak and farm down with counter. The Gastrodon as well is so low. Oh, they have a Drifblim in the back. So Gallade is obviously the win condition right now, and you just got to go for Sludge Bomb. This is resisted because of the ghost typing, but you guys can already kind of chest this out. Confusion with Gallade is the win con right here. Just double shield whatever Drifblim throws at you, and you should be able to confusion down the Gastrodon. Icy Wind not going to be enough. They're going to swap out now into Gallade, and here comes the confusion damage. There's really nothing they can do. They just got a shield right here, and the opponent is in a tough position because in order to take out Gallade, you have to do enough raw damage, but they aren't going to be able to do it because Gastrodon is just too low. 2 confusions take it out, and Gallade will be able to take this one without getting any shields from the opponent, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right. I believe that was the final one. That was the final battle. So, really cool battles right there. Great showcase of the team. Shadow Gallade is really strong. I've always loved it. But it's consistent Pokemon that you guys likely have. Toxicroak, Shadow Gallade, and Frostlass. Super strong team. Shout out to Official Roger for sharing these battles with us. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.